Morning, Caleb. Hi, Tiana. Hello, Skylar. Tiana, I'm going to change your name on here because it has your mama's name on it. Audio back off for a couple more minutes. I'll see you guys soon.
You okay, Mommy? Cause it's acting.
Do me a favor.
Mm-hmm.
Give me my chips.
The hot chip?
Okay.
Okay.
Do you eat yourself?
Huh?
Do you eat yourself?
I knew.
Is it muted?
Yeah, I'm gonna unmute it so she won't hear me. Hi. Hi. How's everyone doing? How's your day so far? It's good. Hello? Hello?
Hi, Tiana.
Hi, everyone. Hi, everyone. How's today going so far? It's my papa's going to join, maybe. I'm just saying hi for my papa.
Good morning, guys. Good morning. Good morning. How are you, Miss Skylar? Good. Good. How are you, Tiana? I know I saw you a few minutes ago, but I didn't ask how you were. In your uniform, are you taking class right after this? Perfect. In her nice leader's uniform. I love it. I love it. How are you, Caleb? Good. Hello, Soraya. How are you? Good. Good, good, good. Hi, Miss Stella. I can't see you there, but I saw you a second ago. Hey, Brayden. How are you? Hi, good. Are you good, Stella? Hello, I see Cora. Well, I don't see Cora, but I see Cora's camera on there. Hello, Amber and Emily. Hi, Olivia. Hello, Mackenzie. Mackenzie, do you have a question?
Yes. Are we gonna be writing anything down so I can go ahead and get?
Yeah, you're always better off having like a paper and pen so you can take some notes in case you want
Okay.
to. Every chapter has some cool things and some hopefully what I would love is for each of you guys to have one key takeaway every time we meet. Each time we meet, at least one key takeaway. Hello, Miss Hannah. How are you? Good. Hello, Evelyn and Xavier. Hi, Tegan and Dana. Hello, Nessa. You are ready for karate class after this too. Good job. Do you have a question, Nessa?
Are we gonna do any kicking?
No, this is
We're
just
not. Yeah, we're not doing any kicking. We're just doing mat chats. So we're going to talk for a little bit. We're going to go over, I think you have some character building sheets that you did. So we're going to do all of that stuff at the end too. And then right when this is ending, your karate class will start. So you can go right into that. Hello, Luca. Luca, I think you have been on every single day, haven't you? Have you missed a single one? You missed only one? Good job. That is awesome. I love that. That's a lot of discipline.
And I watched it on video though.
Oh my gosh, and you did the replay. Good job. That's amazing, Luca. And there's a few people. I think Rihanna has been on everyone. Avina has been on everyone, I think. Daniel, have you been on everyone?
Luca, put it.
Probably. Okay, how are you, Kristen? Are you good? Good. How are you, Rihanna? Good. Hello, Harley and Corbin. Are you guys good? Good. Hello, Benjamin. I just saw you. We did a drive-by. Hi. Hello, Miss Kathy. Hello, Avina the potato. Hello, Miss Abby. I'm going to change your name on here because it has your daddy's name on there. Put your name on there. Hello, Daniel. Hello, Miss Nicole. I will see you in a couple minutes because she's going to be here teaching classes. Who else do I have on here that I haven't seen yet? Let's see. Hello, Miss Piper. Hi, Everett. Everett, did you get a haircut? Did you get a haircut since the last time I saw you? Yes? Yeah, it looks good. Hello, Miss Jaden. I'm going to change your name too, my dear. And we're just about to get started. Okay. Hello, Jonathan. Hello, Darius. Hi, Miss Jenny. Well, you're here actually in the different room. Hello, Miss Katie. Hi, JJ. Your dog's still adorable. Hello, Dominic. Hello, Beatrice. All right, we'll go ahead and get started. Is there anybody here? Raise your hand if this is your 5th mat chat. If today is your 5th mat chat. Put you on the list to get a book. Actually, you know what? I think Xavier, this is yours. Okay, we'll make sure that you guys have one.
Put me on the list.
Jonathan, yeah, you've been on there, I think, for a little while, if that was you that asked. Yes, sir, yeah. Okay. Xavier. All right. Anybody else? Today's their 5th mat chat? I think most of you guys are on the list to get a book, or you already have one. I see Luca has his book. So we are covering what to say when you talk to yourself. And we are on chapter 16 today. After we go through the chapters of the book, we will do our character building sheets. So I'll have you guys hold those up and tell us how many you've done and earn your stars at the very end. So make sure you have those ready. If you want to grab a notepad and pen, something to take a couple notes down, that is awesome. Okay, I just wanted to, we'll go over the schedule really fast too in case anyone has any questions. Monday and Wednesday, we have classes 12:15 Tiger and Dragon, 1 p.m. beginners, 2 p.m. intermediate, 3 p.m. advanced, 4 p.m. is black belt, 5 p.m. on Monday is masters, and 5 p.m. Wednesday, which is today, is leaders. So who is in leaders? Raise your hand. I think majority of the people on here are in our leadership program. Good. So hopefully all of you guys can make it on today at 5 p.m. This whole month we're covering takedowns and sword. So that's going to be a really fun class. We do have a 6 p.m. family class, so anybody can hop on that family class, all ranks, all ages, and we cover everybody's curriculum, Tiger and Dragon up to advanced students. We are also offering Saturday morning classes. So 10 a.m. we have a GUP class. That's all ranks for GUP students. And then at 11 a.m. we have our Tiger and Dragon class. So all Tigers and Dragons can hop on at 11 on Saturday. We are also giving new students, just as kind of a way to, I know you guys have all seen people everywhere helping others around the community. And so one thing that we are doing in martial arts, a lot of what we do is giving back and serving others and helping other people. So one thing that we are doing right now is giving all non-students a free month of virtual karate classes, because there's a lot of people, we talked about gratitude a lot lately. There's a lot of people that don't have the same things that you guys, they don't have their sports that they play or whatever their passions or their hobbies are. They're not able to do those virtually. So we're going to let them try out some karate classes virtually. So if anyone would like to share a month of free virtual karate classes with a friend, you are welcome to. Anybody can do those. Just have them call the karate studio, or the website is virtualkarate.org. So if you have someone you want to share that with, go ahead and write that website down, virtualkarate.org. And you guys can give that to any of your friends or family members. You might even want to share that with your teacher and let them know that we're doing that at school. If you're talking to them through Google Classroom or whatever it is, or Dojo, because it's a lot of people are using it for PE. Okay. Does anybody, let's do the same thing that we did the last couple times. I like to start it off with a little bit of gratitude. So I'm only going to let 3 people share, only 3 people, and don't raise your hand if you've already answered. But who wants to share in the mindset of thinking positive and showing some gratitude? Who wants to share their favorite thing about doing virtual karate classes? Luca, you're so excited. Okay, go ahead and unmute yourself, Luca, and then share with us, what is your favorite thing about doing virtual karate classes?
That you get to learn new things.
That you get to learn new things. Yeah, I love that. You get to learn new things. Oh, give me 1 second, guys. Sorry, this is not on YouTube, and I know that people who miss it like to catch up on it, so let's make sure it's on there. Okay. All right, who next? That was a good one. I like it, Luca. All right, who else would like to share their favorite thing about doing virtual karate classes? Cora. Is that Cora? I think that's Cora. Hey, Cora, what's your favorite thing? And Lane. Cora and Lane can share.
With the masters and the leaders, we get to do them more often, I feel like. We get to do them more, and we get to pretty much like learn more with the virtual classes.
Yeah, we normally do the 15 minutes after each class, and instead we're doing that one seminar every single week for an hour, in addition to our monthly seminars. So yeah, we are getting a longer class of masters, which is or leaders, which is both, which is really really cool. And then, yeah, we get to cover, we've been covering more curriculum. And every class, we've been doing all of the curriculum, so we can cover a little bit. All right, Lane, what is your favorite thing?
That we're still learning, even though that the coronavirus is going on. We're still getting our curriculum and our sites so we can test.
Yeah, absolutely. So we have so many people that are already pre-tested and ready for belt testing at the beginning of May. Our test is the first Saturday of May, which I believe is May 2nd. So as of right now, we're planning on being open that day, but there is a strong chance that we'll do it virtually. But that's we should all be a little bit appreciative that we're staying on track with school, that we are still getting to learn, that we're still getting to move to the next grade level in our schools and in karate, that nobody, I had a couple parents when we first started this, like, are we going to have to push back their black belt goal date? And nope. Anyone doing the virtual classes and training is going to, be ready to test this May, and is still going to be right on track to their black belt goal date, which is awesome. And yeah, just being grateful that we're still getting to learn and grow. Absolutely. And the last one, Mr. Caleb.
Seeing our friends.
Seeing your friends. Yeah, who in here has a karate friend that they miss so much? I know I miss all of you guys a lot, but it's nice to be able to see everybody virtually. And we do, you don't necessarily have the same interaction that you did when you were here, but what we've been doing is unmuting everybody the last minute or so of class, so you can talk to each other if you guys want to during that time. You can take a couple seconds to talk to your instructor, or talk to the kids in your class during that time. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and go into our book, chapter 16. Does anyone have questions before I do? Skylar, did you have a question?
Yes.
What's your question, my dear? Why don't you think about it and ask me at the end, okay? Okay. Tegan, did you have a question? What's your question, sweetie? Oh, your audio is not connected, sweetie. You're unmuted, but your audio is not connected. Okay, if you get that fixed, you can let me know. Otherwise, you can type it in the chat, and I'll try to look at that. Lane, did you have a quick question?
What is going to be going on for?
What was that?
How long is this going to be going on for?
The mat chats?
Like all the mat chats.
So we're going to keep doing them every weekday the whole time that we're virtual. So this book, I think we'll be done with this book next Friday. And then we're going to start on another book, and I'll let you guys know the details of that pretty soon. But we'll keep doing that for as long as we're virtual. We'll do the mat chats each day at 11:30. And keep covering different books. I want to focus on the 3 books that you guys need for Black Belt first. That way we have those. And for anyone who does all of these, they'll have all of their Black Belt books done. And then we'll cover some other, because there are so many really good books out there. I wanted to do one. Who knows what our theme of the month is? Everett, what is our theme of the month this month? You're unmuted, Everett. Go ahead. Leadership. Yeah, there are so many good books on leadership. So I wanted to pick one of those, but I had so many choices that I couldn't decide. I went with one of the ones. I think we're going to do the 7 Habits of Highly Effective People, which is a really good one, really good for leadership, and required for Black Belt. Okay, Tegan, did you want to go ahead and ask your question? Okay, unmute yourself.
Okay.
What to say when you talk to yourself?
Yes, we are doing what to say when you talk to yourself. Very good. All right, Luca, do you have a quick question? Last question, and then we're going to get started on our book. What's your question, Luca? You're unmuted.
Is this required for Black Belt?
It is, yes. So it's required that you read this whole book, and there's a little worksheet that you fill out at the end. So if you, which you have, done all of these mat chats, you've basically read the whole book. And you can go through and read it again if you want to, but we've covered everything in here, every detail. So we've done really good about it. So you are going to be able to fill out that worksheet at the end, and I'll give that to everybody who's been on these. And then yes, you're good to go for that. And then you have the book, so you can read it as many times as you want. All right, we're going to go ahead and get into our chapter 16. If you guys have any questions, I'll let everybody unmute themselves at the very end. Let's do a quick recap of the book up until now. So who wants to tell me one big thing they've learned from this book so far? Try to call in somebody who hasn't answered. Daniel! Unmute yourself, Daniel, and give me a good summary from the book.
Positive self-talk.
Positive, that is perfect. That's a perfect summary of this whole book. Positive self-talk. Everything we say to ourselves should be positive. All right, Hannah? You're unmuted, Hannah. What's something you've learned?
That you can rewire your brain.
Yeah, so we talked about our brains are like this supercomputer, right? And everything that we take in with our 5 senses, everything we hear, taste, touch, smell, see, goes into our brain's programming, right? Just like typing something in on a keyboard into a computer, and it's there permanently. But we can rewire our brains through positive self-talk and change the way our brains think, which as a result helps us to be more successful and can cause us to act differently. All right, Darius.
That 77% you hear is negative.
Yep, 77% of everything that we take in is negative. Very good. Good job remembering that percentage. Yeah, and that's important to know because that lets us know that we need to be a little bit more, we need to consciously make sure that we are focusing on the positive instead of the negative, right? Because it's very easy. It's natural to focus on the negative things that happen. Like right now, so many people are upset about schools being closed. And who is sad that schools are closed? I am. I know Tegan is. She misses her teacher. She misses her friends. So should we be focusing on how sad we are or how mad we are that they closed schools, or what should we be focusing on? Who can tell me what we should be focusing on right now? Jaden? Go ahead and unmute yourself, sweetie.
We should be focusing on the positive things and that we can get this done, and it's just like a normal day, like this isn't happening.
Very good. Yeah. So even if we are sad that school's closed, we should be focusing on the things that we're grateful for and the positive things about this. I know getting to spend time with your family, parents, getting to be involved in your kids' academics is really nice. The fact that we have the technology to still learn and grow and develop is awesome. The fact that we now have time to do things like this mat chat is pretty cool too. Okay, so who else wants to tell me something they've learned from this book? I saw a couple other hands up. Who else? Kalani, you're unmuted. Kalani, go ahead.
That I learned that don't be negative to yourself, because whatever you say, it just happens. So don't be negative. Don't
Yes.
negative things.
Very good. Very good. Yeah. Whatever we say to ourselves, that's what we make happen. If you always tell yourself, I am not successful, I'm not successful, I'm not successful, are you going to be successful? Yes or no? No, right. Whatever you picture yourself, visualize yourself, imagine yourself, say to yourself, that's what's going to happen. So if I tell myself, if I'm not a black belt yet, and I tell myself I'm a future black belt, I'm going to achieve my black belt in 2025. I am strong like a black belt. I'm a leader like a black belt. I'm confident like a black belt. Do you think I'm going to start having black belt excellence? Yes or no? Yes, because that's what I'm telling myself. So good, not focusing on the negative. Who else wants to share something they've learned? Jaden?
I learned that like I've learned how to like not like be afraid to talk when people can hear me with this.
Yeah, so one of the things that we talked about were the 5 different types of self-talk. And one of those is self-conversation. Who can tell me the other 4? What are the 5 different types of self-talk? One is self-conversation. Does anybody know all 5 of them? Going once? Going. Oh, Abby, do you remember them?
I remember one of them, ma'am.
What is it?
Self-right.
Self-right. Very good. So we've got self-conversation that Jaden said, and then we have self-right. What else? What is another one? Skylar?
Self-talk.
Silent self-talk. Very good. And self-speak. So silent self-talk, self-speak, self-write, self-conversation, and there's one more. And this is actually one that I said you guys can get a star. I said yesterday that if you do this, and I'm going to keep that going for the next couple weeks. If anyone does this one, they can earn a star. What is it, Miss Kathy? You're muted.
It's recording yourself.
Recorded self-talk. Very good. So that's all 5 of them. Recorded self-talk. Is there anybody who did a recording of themselves? Who did a recording? If you do one, I know me and Tegan were talking about what she was going to say in hers. If you do it, post the recording in the Facebook group and we'll make sure you guys get a few stars, okay? All right. Okay, let's go ahead and move into our new chapter, chapter 16. So it's called Whatever Your Need or Position in Life. He talks about in here, the more you use it, the more you use it. So, if you're focusing on success, you're doing more successful things, you're creating successful habits, you're creating a successful mindset, you're going to be more successful. Same thing with being negative. If you're focusing on negative self-talk, having negative thoughts, you're going to start having negative habits, negative attitudes, negative actions, all of those things, and not be successful because you're focusing on the negative. You're going to be negative. Okay, the biggest purpose of this chapter is he's explaining that everybody can use this to achieve whatever goals they have. So we're going to kind of go through what some of the different like problems or obstacles or opportunities might be. I'm going to go ahead and read this paragraph really fast. It makes no difference what you do for a living, what your educational background is, what your problems may be, or what your goals are. It doesn't matter whether you have succeeded or failed in the past. The workings of the human brain are completely indifferent to your situation in life. Anyone can use self-talk and benefit from its results. Who can tell me what that means? What is that? What does he mean by that whole paragraph? Olivia, did you have your hand up? Anybody? Okay. Well, I think that he means no matter what you've done in the past or what, oh, Ezekiel, you have your hand up. You want to share? What do you think he means?
I think it means that what happens in the past can stay in the past and you can look for the future.
Yeah, exactly. So no matter what your past has been, self-talk can help you to be successful. If you're already successful, self-talk is going to help you be more successful. If you have failed a lot in the past, self-talk is going to help you be successful. If you're not sure if you've succeeded or failed, self-talk is going to help you be more successful. Good. Okay. So we're going to cover some different problems. So if you want to conquer a problem or overcome an obstacle, who in here has a problem or obstacle they want to overcome? Who in here is trying to figure out online schooling? Because that's an obstacle to overcome, right? So good. So he says that if you want to, if your struggle is that you want to conquer a problem or overcome an obstacle, the biggest thing is that you need to use self-talk to change your attitude or your actions. Okay, so let's talk about virtual schooling. If you're struggling to get in the schedule of virtual schooling or to understand virtual schooling or things like that, I see people who are saying they're struggling with it, they're struggling with it, they're struggling with it. And the more you focus on how much you're struggling, how hard it is, how irritating it is, how mad you are that you have to do that, it's going to make it worse because that's what you're focusing on. Whereas if you were focusing on, I'm so grateful that I get to do this schooling. I'm so, we're going to figure this out. I love Cora and Lane's mom. They have a really busy schedule. And, she's working from home and they have these online classes. And a lot of her schedule reminds me a little bit of mine. And she's really great about always saying, we've got this. We're figuring it out. We're getting there, that kind of thing. So she is never just shuts down and say, we can't do this. I give up. And I've heard people say that, believe it or not. I have heard kids and parents say, you know what, I'm just going to take the F because I can't figure this out. Do you guys think that they're going to be successful? Yes or no? Now, if they just give up as soon as it gets hard, if they focus on, I can't do this, I'm not going to do it, and they just give up, they're not going to get good grades this time, right? Okay. So if you want to reach goals, who in here has a goal they want to reach? Raise your hand. Everybody better have their hand up because I know everyone in here has the goal of black belt or the goal of getting straight A's this time. Good. Okay. So if you want to achieve your goals, this is what you need to do. First, make sure that you're setting proper goals. What do we say a goal needs to be what? What does a goal need to be? There's a word. It has, go ahead, Jonathan.
I was just going to ask a question.
Okay.
I know that.
Yes. All right. So what does a goal have to be? It starts with an S. Miss AJ.
It has to be smart.
It has to be smart. Very good. It has to be specific. It has to be measurable. It has to be achievable. It has to be relevant, and you have to have it on a timetable. Okay, so make sure that you are setting proper goals, setting smart goals. That's the first step in anyone achieving a goal. So let me ask you guys this. Give me a thumbs up or a thumbs down. Do you think that my goal is smart if I say, I want to be a black belt? Is that a smart goal? Yes or no? No, it is a good goal. I want to be a black belt. I do, but it's not specific. It's not measurable. I say I want to be a black belt. That could be anytime. It's not on a timetable. It is realistic. It is relevant. It's something I want to do. It is achievable, but it's not on a timetable. That's the biggest problem. Now, what if I say I am going to get my black belt in 2025? Is that a smart goal? Thumbs up or thumbs down? Yes, yeah. It's now on a timetable. It's measurable. I can tell if I've achieved it or not. Good. If you have background noise, please make sure that you are, well, everyone, make sure that you are muted if you're not talking. Okay. Okay, so making sure you have good goals. And then he says in here, and I'm going to read this, imagine setting worthwhile goals and then fueling them with nonstop energy of self-talk. So imagine that. Seriously, think about that. Think about one of your goals. If your goal is to get straight A's and every single day you talk to yourself about getting straight A's and how you're going to do it and how you can do it and how you're smart and how you focus well and all of these things, do you think that you're going to be likely to get it? Raise your hand if you think you're going to be likely to achieve that goal. Absolutely. Rihanna has 2 hands way up because yes, that's so true. If we can set smart goals and then constantly feed ourselves with positive self-talk, it's going to be hard not to achieve that goal. All right. Any well-set goal deserves the benefit of well-set words. I like that. And so that's saying, there's no point in setting a goal if you don't believe that you can do it or if you're not really trying to take the steps. That's one of the baby steps. Actually, that's a baby step. I just had this thought. Whenever I'm going to sit down tonight, I'm going to look at my goals. And for each one, I'm going to come up with self-talk to tell myself every day into how I'm going to achieve that because that's going to be one of my baby steps. So if your goal is getting straight A's, some of your baby steps to achieve that are probably doing all of your classwork. doing your homework, studying, reading 5 minutes a day, those kinds of things, focusing in school, whatever your baby steps might be, add to it. 3 sentences of positive self-talk about getting good grades, and you're going to be a lot more likely to get there. Okay, if you want to improve your job, so I know a lot of you guys, Kingston, I'm going to mute you guys. If some of you guys are not working, but raise your hand if that's one of the problems you're having. You want to improve your job. I know all of our adults, we all want to do better at our jobs, right? So one of the biggest things there, and this is important for everything. Yeah, Hannah's babysitting, even though she's not an adult, she has a job. A lot of you guys have chores, right? Helping around the house is kind of like your job, or school is like your job. Okay, biggest thing he says here is it's how you view your job. So I'm gonna ask you guys a question. If I go to work every day and I say, oh man, I have to go to work again. I don't want to go to work again. I don't like my coworkers. Miss Nicole is so annoying to be around. She's right in front of me. That's why I'm saying it. If I'm saying that, do you guys think that I'm going to do well at my job, that I'm going to like my job? Yes or no? No, I'm saying a lot of bad stuff about I'm focusing on negative, a lot of stuff that's not even true that I'm putting in my head. Now, if I redirect that and I say, I get to go to work today. I get to help kids improve their lives and achieve their goals and get to black belt. I get to work with Miss Nicole. She has so much energy. She's so much fun. How do you think my day at work is going to go now? Good or bad? I'm going to have a great day because I'm focusing on all of the great things about my job. And it's just like that with any other chores or any other job, everywhere you go. Okay, talk to yourself about your work and the people you work with in a way that makes you want to work. That's really big. Any of your chores, if you're saying, oh, I have to take out the trash again, or I have to, make things fun. Make your chores fun. I always, cleaning my house, I like to turn the music up really loud. Ask Tegan. She told me the other day we have too many dance parties, but that's how we make it fun. That's how we get to clean up the house and we get to have a really fun time doing it. Okay, so when you find yourself in the habit of complaining about something, make sure you step back and talk to yourself in a positive way and redirect that. So replacing those negative complaints with positive self-talk. Okay, I'm going to read this sentence about that too. Your success will always depend on what you think, what you tell yourself most. Expect the best, then tell yourself the best. If you do, there's a good chance that's exactly what you're going to get. Okay, if you are in management, so raise your hand if you're in any kind of management. This is a question for the adults. Now, keep your hand up. Now, who in here is in some kind of leadership position? Who is in a position where they're leading other people? Everyone in CIT is in a leadership position. So raise your hand if you're in CIT. Good, raise your hand if you're a green belt or above, because there's lower level students that are looking up to you. Raise your hand if you've been in karate for more than a month, because when you're in karate class, that person that it's their first class, you're a leader for them. So that's everybody that's on here, right? Everybody in here is in some kind of position where they're leading or managing others. Okay, so whenever you're leading other people, whenever there's people looking up to you, whatever their self-talk is, that's going to affect their outcome. Okay, so if you have employees that you're responsible for, or like I said, if you're in CIT and you have some white belts that are in class, beginners, if you hear them saying something negative to themselves, then they're not going to be able to learn from you or follow anything that you're doing because their self-talk isn't there. You see instructors, and a lot of instructors, we don't even talk about this, but we do it naturally. If we have someone in class who's saying, I can't learn this form, I'm not going to get Pinyon Shodan. Pinyon Shodan's so hard. The first thing those instructors do is they change the way that person thinks. They change their self-talk. They get that student to start saying, I'm excited to learn this form. I'm getting it. I'm getting better and better. I don't have it yet, but I'm learning it. And those kinds of things, they tell them they're a good learner. They're learning quickly. All of those, they give them compliments. So that's something that's really important for all of you guys. Who thinks they can do that? When they're in CIT, when they're in school in a group project, anywhere that they're being a leader, if you have somebody who's having a hard time, change their self-talk. Good. Okay. I'm going to read this sentence, this little short paragraph. Okay. What children think about themselves will affect how they do in school. This is really important because for everyone, raise your hand if you're a kid. If you're under 18 years old, raise your hand. Raise your hand if you have kids. Because that, I think, is like everyone in this room either is daily impacting children or they are children. So but listen to this. What you think about yourself as a child, what you think about yourself affects how you do in school, the kinds of friends you have, how well you get along with others, how you deal with problems when you're teenagers, how you deal with teenage expectations and things like that, how they keep themselves in control when there's peer pressure. Okay, so smoking, drinking, skipping classes, not caring about school, giving up on your goal to black belt. A lot of those things are peer pressure, right? You have friends who aren't doing them, so you decide not to do them. Now, people who have positive self-talk, peer pressure doesn't affect them because they know that they're stronger than that. They're confident. They're going to achieve these goals, and they can't be doing this if they want to achieve this goal. So, being able to overcome peer pressure is a big part based off of your self-talk. Okay, the kinds of careers they choose, how well they'll do in every area of their lives, big or small, is based off of their self-talk. So who in here, who's a kid, thinks it's really important to make sure you have self-talk right now in order for you to be successful in the rest of your life? Yep. Who in here knows how to change their self-talk? We've been talking about it for the last couple weeks. Everyone in here should. Very good. Very, very good. Okay. Children they become what they believe about themselves the most. So whatever you believe about yourself is what you're going to become. Okay. If a child has a less than positive picture about themselves, then they're going to choose friends that are like that. This is a big thing that really important. So who in here thinks that they are smart? Raise your hand if you think you're smart. If you don't, we need to work on your self-talk. That's an area that I want you to start talking to yourself. I am smart. I am capable, things like that. So choosing friends that are smart and on the same goals, trying to get good grades. Now, who thinks they work hard at school? Who thinks they work really hard in school? Good. So a lot of times, whatever you think about yourself, those are the types of friends you choose, especially when you get to be a teenager and you have friends making really bad choices or friends making really good choices. I know in high schools, who do we have on here that's in high school? So you guys can relate to this. In high schools, you have a different range, complete different range of people. You have people who are in AP classes who are filling out college applications. And then you have people who are skipping school, dropping out in 10th grade, and who have no goals, no ambition, things like that. Now, if we all have positive self-talk and we know that we are on this track, these are the type of people we're going to hang out with. It's also important to notice, we talked about everything that you take in goes into your programming. So it is really important to choose your friends carefully, because if you're around people, if you're in kindergarten and you're hanging out with the kids who are getting in trouble every day, getting referrals, not listening to the teacher, being rude, talking when she's talking, not doing their homework, who thinks they should hang out with those kids? We should be nice to those kids. We should be respectful to those kids. We should help those kids change their self-talk. But we want to surround ourselves with the people who are going to improve our self-talk, right? Whatever they're saying, whatever they're doing, whatever we're seeing them do goes into our programming. Remember that. So we want to surround ourselves by people who are going to improve our brain programming. Okay, Hayden, I am muting you. All right. Okay, if you would like to do better in school or in any time you are improving your skills. So who in here wants to do better in school? Who in here wants to do better in school? Everybody should. Everyone should want to do better in school here. Good. Okay. So some of the things that you need to do, if that's one of the things you're working on, your self-talk could be the deciding factor in how well you do in school. I think that is 100% true. You see people who start a class, especially in high school or college, when you have different types of classes, different levels of classes, and they say, oh, AP US history, I've heard of this class. This is hard. Nobody passes this class. Do you think that person's going to pass or fail that class? Pass or fail? They're going to fail. If they go into the class saying nobody passes this class, this is a hard class, they're not going to do well. Now, if they go into this class and they say, I've heard this class is really hard, but I'm really smart. I work really well with my teachers. I work really hard. I'm going to get an A in this class. Do you think they're going to pass or fail? They're going to do really well in that class. Yeah, your self-talk is a big factor in how well you do in school. There's a lot of different things he talks about in here, how they've proven that better self-talk can improve listening, concentrating, study habits, determination, memory, and being fixed on achieving a goal. Now, if I am good at all of those things, do you guys think I'm going to do well in school or bad in school? Yeah, if I am concentrating, listening, have determination, good study habits, and focusing on my goal, I'm going to do really well. All right. So he says in here, add self-talk to your curriculum. So that's a big one right now that all of you guys could do. We talked about doing the recording, listening to yourself, with your self-talk, recorded self-talk. That's something you guys can do right now. Make it part of your day. For 5 minutes every day, you listen to your self-talk recording before you start your schoolwork. And you tell yourself positive things about virtual schooling, and then you're going to do really well in virtual schooling. Okay. So if you ever get down, feel lonely, or become depressed. So that's another one. Who in here has ever been sad, lonely, depressed? I know right now a lot of us are confined to our houses. Sometimes we're home alone a lot. Sometimes we just can't see our friends. We can't go outside and play with the kids in our neighborhood, things like that. So it's really easy to get, sad and down and have a negative attitude there. He talks about, now, certain types of depression. A lot of times depression is a part of feeling lonely, feeling sad. And it's really, like, you think about anxiety and you think about depression. There are so many other things. I'm not going to say that self-talk is the only thing. If you are suffering from, severe depression, that's not the only thing that's going to fix it. But, therapists, they prescribe a healthy diet and healthy exercise to help with depression. Another big thing that he's talking about is that positive self-talk should be a part of that prescription, because whenever you're feeling sad, who has been feeling sad or lonely or something like that, and then they talk to a friend or they talk to somebody that they're really excited to talk about, and it changes your entire mood? Who's ever had that happen? Yeah, I have. It changes your whole mood when you get to talk to somebody or see somebody that you're really excited about, right? So what's the difference there? It's our self-talk. It's our programming. It's what we've told our brains that I'm sad without this, but now that I have this person, or I get to talk to this person, I'm happy. So the positive self-talk, saying I am loved, I am happy, all of these things to ourselves are going to help us with that area, feeling lonely or sad. He says any of us can talk ourselves into depression and discouragement, and we can easily talk ourselves out of it. So if that's something you're struggling with, I really am recommending that you do a positive self-talk recorded self-talk that has to do with lifting your spirits up when you're feeling lonely or sad. Okay? Okay, I think that's it there. All right. This is the last one. If you would like to achieve, who wants to achieve? Wants to achieve anything in the whole world? That should be everyone in here. Everyone wants to achieve their next belt rank in karate, black belt, graduating high school, going to a good college, having their dream career, whatever it is, achievement. Okay, so if you would like to achieve something, anything, the biggest thing here is, for most of us, a lot of you guys probably have one thing you could think of. Raise your hand if there's one thing you could think of that you want to achieve. One thing you could think of, or a couple things that you can think of. Good. Okay. Now, I know for me and for a lot of people, achievement, being able to achieve, is more of doing the best in every area of your life. So for me, I'm on track for all of my goals, right? I'm going to achieve all of the goals that I set. But now what I need to focus on, what my achievement is, what I'm determining my success on, is how well I do in all of those areas of my life. Okay. So with work, how well I do at work, how well I do with my children, how well I do with my exercise and my fitness goals, things like that. So for me, achievement, and for a lot of people, is doing your very best in every area. Okay. So self-talk can help you overcome, deal with, and at least attain a list of what you want to achieve. Okay, I'm going to read this paragraph. If you want to develop better self-esteem, get more done, change jobs, learn a new skill, become more creative, reduce stress, take better care of yourself, stop worrying, overcome depression, break through your limitations, get along better with others, become more successful in anything, raise your hand if you want to do any of those things that I just said. I said a lot of different things, so it's probably everyone in here. Your own self-programmed self-talk is the route to your success, okay? So achieving anything you want to do, any success, doing your best in any area, is determined first by what we say to ourselves. Okay, I'm going to read one last little paragraph in this chapter, and I'm going to ask you guys to kind of summarize that. All right, which would you rather do? Imagine for a moment any problem you would like to overcome right now, or any change you would like to make in yourself or in your life. If there were two of you, and one of you became a positive, productive self-talker, and the other did not, who do you think is going to achieve that goal? Who do you think is going to be more successful? Raise your hand, and who can tell me? Which one? Person one or person two? Person one is change their mind, is super positive, and saying positive things to themselves about achieving that goal. And positive two is going to keep things just the way they are. Hannah? You're unmuted, Hannah.
Person one.
Person one. Very good. Okay. So I have a homework assignment for you guys. Write this down. This is an easy one for you guys to earn a star. What I want you to do is to write down 3 areas that you want to improve, that you want to achieve, 3 goals you want to achieve. If you want to succeed in virtual schooling, anything like that, write down 3 things you want to achieve, or 3 things you want to improve. And then I want you to tell me how positive self-talk is going to make that happen. Okay. So if it's virtual schooling, I want to be successful with virtual schooling, or I want to improve virtual schooling, my academics, whatever. My self-talk is going to improve my attitude, and that will improve my focus and my discipline and me wanting to get my schooling done, believing in myself, all of those things. So go ahead, write down 3 things and how positive self-talk will help you achieve that or improve that. And then I want you to share those tomorrow. Anyone who does that is going to earn a star. That'll take you about 30 seconds to do. Okay. With that being said, oh, and you can still do the recording. Anyone who records themselves saying positive recorded self-talk, you're going to, and post it to the Facebook group. You'll earn a star for that as well. All right. Any questions about that chapter? Mackenzie?
I don't have a question. I just wanted to say there's 61 people on here.
Awesome. I love it. Jaden, do you have a question?
Wait, so like I did the sidekick coding for 30 seconds. Do I get a star for that?
Yes, if you post it on Facebook, Miss Katie does those with her daily challenges. She'll do that. What I'm talking about is recording yourself saying positive things to yourself for about 5 minutes. Say, I am smart. I work really hard. I am going to get straight A's. I have black belt excellence. I try my hardest. I am confident. I am strong. I am healthy. I am a leader. All of those things you could say I ams. You could say different types of sentences, anything like that. That's positive self-talk. Write it down, say it out loud, record yourself saying it. And if you post that recording, I want it to be about 5 minutes of positive things you say to yourself that you can listen to every day to help you be more successful. But if you post that recording of the positive self-talk, you'll get a star for that. Okay, does anybody have any stars to turn in today? Go ahead and hold up your character building sheets if you have. Actually, hold on. Before we do stars, I just saw that it was McKenna's birthday. Was it your birthday today or?
It was yesterday.
Yesterday? Okay. We're all going to sing happy birthday to McKenna. So you guys can go ahead and unmute yourselves. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday to you. Happy
McKenna. Happy birthday to you. Yay, happy birthday, McKenna. Okay, guys, go ahead and remute yourselves. And go ahead and hold up your character building sheets if you have stars today. Hold up your character building sheets. Miss Lane, and when I call on you, tell me how many you have and really quickly which ones they are. So Lane, how many do you have? 5? I can't hear you. 4, okay. And I can't hear you, so you're not gonna be able to tell me which ones they are, but good job, everybody clap for Lane. Very nice, okay. Miss Tiana, did you have some? Were you holding some up? do you have any that are done? Go ahead and unmute yourself, sweetie. And then Harley and Corbin, all of you guys go next.
I have 3, ma'am.
Good. Everybody clap for Tiana. And Tiana, which ones are they?
They're the Champions Eat Healthy for Life.
Champion Eat Healthy for Life.
And the Good Character.
And the Building Good Character.
And some book club sheet.
And some book club.
Very nice. Very good job, my dear. Very, very good. Okay, Miss Jaden. Jaden, unmute yourself and tell me how many you have.
I have 2. I did one of the karate homeworks, and I did the character building sheet 4.
Awesome. Good job, Jaden. I didn't realize we're already at time, too, so we have to do this super, super fast. Okay, so I'm going to have you guys just tell me how many that you have. All right. Amber, do you have some? Amber and Emily, how many do you guys have? Unmute yourself and let me know how many you have. And then, Abby, I'm going to have you go next if you want to go ahead and unmute yourself.
Can you pick up my pencil?
Each have 8. Each have 8. Awesome. Good job. Everybody clap for them. Very nice. And Abby, how many do you have? And then Harley and Corbin, you have 1, and it's your visualization sheet. Nice. Everybody clap for Abby. Good job, Abby. And Corbin and Harley, unmute yourself and let me know how many you guys have. And then Everett, go ahead and unmute yourself. You're going to go next. How many do you
We have 9 each.
9 each. Very nice. Everybody clap for Harley and Corbin. Good job. All right, Everett, how many do you have?
I have 3. I have the number 9, the bubble sheet, and Miss Katie said if I do the push-up one, then that is worth a star.
Good. So any of the daily challenges, those are recorded on Facebook. She does that separately. But you have 2 stars for today. So very good. Everyone clap for Everett. All right, Miss Destiny, how many do you have? Go ahead and unmute yourself. And then Ethan and Aaron, you guys are going to go next. You can unmute yourself and get ready. How many do you have, Destiny?
1.
1. Very nice. Everyone clap for Destiny. And Aaliyah?
I have 4.
Nice, Aaliyah. Okay, anyone else in your family have them? Not today? Okay, good job, you guys. Everybody clap for them. All right, Aaron, go ahead.
So I have 1.
Nice. Very good. Very good. Everyone clap for Aaron. All right. Who else has some? Hold up your papers. Hold up your papers. Anessa. I know, Anessa, you have a couple. Go ahead and let me see.
Luca, what are you doing?
Okay, Anessa, how many do you have?
Type in the number again.
Oh, okay.
I have.
She did this one.
The visualization sheet. Very nice. Very good.
And then she has another one for the book club.
Very good. All right. So you earned 2 stars. And that visualization sheet's really different. A couple of you guys did that one. If you finished the visualization sheet, I want you to hang it up somewhere you could see it every day. So Everett, I know you had that, and Anessa, hang that up on your wall so you can see your Black Belt Gold Day and all of that stuff. Good. Everyone clap for Anessa. All right. I think that is it. Anybody else? Anybody else? Miss Katie?
I have 14.
Nice, Miss Katie. Who else has some? Jonathan?
I did mine on the computer, but I have 1.
Okay. All right, Jonathan. Good job. Good job. Last thing. Okay, good. So great job, everybody. I hope you guys have a wonderful day. I am going to end this meeting. The Tiger Dragon class is starting now. If it kicks you out, Tigers and Dragons that are here for class, just get right back on and we'll get started, okay? And Miss Nicole's going to start right now. So if it kicks you up, I'm so sorry, and just get right back on. All right, have a great day, you guys. Goodbye.
Have a good day.
If you
Goodbye.
have any questions, you can call me at the studio.
Bye.
Happy birthday again, McKenna.